So we are back and we are going to try to figure out the best approach to taking down these goblins. Now, one thing is obviously by increasing the garrisons, by slowing down campaign. I want it to be more difficult to take these settlements. I don't want to play super aggressively despite stacking a bunch of mods to try to change that strategy. However, they can, obviously as AI, they can outproduce me. And so I'm going to have to attack it here sooner rather than later.
Arcane wisdom.
But I'm going to give this another try first to see how far can he get. He can attack me right there. I want him to try to, but I do want to try to intercept. I don't know exactly how the calculation works. I know even though it tells me 50%, I seriously doubt if I really have a 50-50 chance. We'll see what happens. Okay, let's go ahead and get this going. And obviously no recruiting to do. I briefly thought about doing another lord, creating a third lord, but money is just very quickly going to get to be an issue, and since I'm not going to be able to fight battles every turn to increase my money, not that dwarves really get all that much from battles anyway, then I want to be a little bit cautious when it comes to my my army upkeep. We'll just try one more time to see if there's anything we can do diplomatically. We cannot. I do already have one full province, which is maybe even a little bit more aggressive and faster than I anticipated, but hopefully this is accomplishing basically what I wanted to, with kind of slowing down so the game doesn't feel like it's over with right away. Gonna cough. Now, obviously, if I was going to use, like, I hate to call them cheese tactics. They seem cheesy to me, but to each their own. But, obviously, Legend or Radiant or Mercy or any number of other really, really good Warhammer players would probably have no problem at all taking on 36 units. Interesting. Interesting. However, since I fight battles to be more big set piece battles rather than, run, like holding my entire army back and then running, one unit around in circles to try to draw half of their army away or whatever, those tactics just don't appeal to me. So that makes it a lot harder to win a battle of 16 units versus 36 or whatever that was going to be. Okay, so this is good. We got ourselves a Thane. We did get a trait, which helps with public order. We're not going to be getting 30 new units anytime soon. Could I attack him? He is in March, and I can attack him. Well, then I'm probably going to. He did not see me, did not pull me out of ambush stance, so that's why he allowed himself to get caught in forced march. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here at our Thane. Weapon Master, I'll take it. It's okay. Let's get him up here, but he's obviously not going to be able to embed in time to participate in this battle. I do obviously have a decision to make. I could either attack his army, or I could let him take Granite Massif and go for Karagorud, however you say it. I wouldn't be able to get there this turn, however.
Tried and tested.
I'm gonna hit his army. generally speaking, I feel like it's a priority to eliminate armies. I encountered Scarbrand. That's a little bit terrifying, but let's go ahead and do this. Again, could auto-resolve it, but in fact I would probably do much better on auto-resolve than I will do on my own. But I do not want to get in the habit of doing that. So we're going to fight it. Yeah, see, that's the difference between a lot of like really good players who really know how to exploit the AI versus me. In many ways, I don't really even know how to exploit them, but it's just not very appealing to me to do so. So I'm going to fight this like a set-piece battle, which is going to go okay. I think we'll win. Let's get up here a little bit on... Oh, that's right. Of course. Let's get up here. Let's go ahead and start. Let's go ahead and get this going. I should have time to set up with Thorek's army over here. Get on this hill. Old habits die hard. Oh, never mind. He's not going to... Yeah, he'll come to me. He'll come to me once I start firing grudges at him. I should say throwing grudges at him. 50 seconds. Okay, I'll go ahead and take just a minute here to get organized. I probably should be splitting my heroes and lords up for the leadership effect, and I may do that in a minute, but for the moment I just want to get things organized here. Let's go ahead and get them walking because I don't want them tired out, and I do believe the mod changes the effects of fatigue. I hope it does anyway, because fatigue really ought to be a much bigger deal than it normally is in this game. And then let's get Thorek in the middle. We'll get Gotri over on that flank and Tekton over here. Why was Thorek third? Or not first? Oh, because the other lord started the battle, duh. Okay. Let's go ahead and get let's get turned around like this maybe. Stay far enough back that I don't actually pull him into combat with my grudge thrower before I get my formation set. Really don't want him coming through the trees where my correlers cannot effectively fire. Everybody's walking at the speed of the grudge throwers, which is not why I did it, but it actually kind of makes sense. Make sure everybody's still fresh. Oops. Should have at least done fast forward. The good news is no cav, so I'm not going to have that to worry about. I don't have to square up. At least I don't think I will have to. I may go ahead, in fact I probably will. I'm going to broaden my line of warriors. I'm going to keep my Ironbreakers and my Longbeards back just a bit. Let's go like that. Let's get him like that. Get him like that. Get him on that flank. Get him over here. Get him here. Thorek in the middle. Gotri over here. And Tekton over here. More or less symmetrical. Almost entirely front line, very little reserves, but what I do have in reserves are effective. Two of my better units. And since all he has are infantry, not real worried about the flanking maneuvers. Now, he could flank me if his front line just stretches out wider than mine, which is why I brawled into mine. Now, we have still pretty decent ways to go before we're going to be in range. Well, not so much, actually. He's going to be in range over here. Not so much his right flank, but in the center, I think I'm going to be able to reach him right away. Yep. Sure can. And here he comes. Okay, let's get firing on these guys. They will have the most amount of time out of the forest. And I think what I may want to do with everybody else except for my grudge throwers is turn a bit.
Agreed.
Let's go ahead and get things sped up again. Okay. Yeah, I do believe he's going to be coming now. He's going to be in the trees. Go ahead and do a little bit to those orc boys. You know what? I really did not turn as much as I intended to. Let's go like that. Now, I don't think I'm going to charge this time. I'm going to keep my line straight. I like that Thorek is back up to full health. That's a good sign. Okay, I'm going to switch at some point here. But not yet. Let's go ahead and get him on them. Until he gets into the trees. His lord is hanging back. I wonder why. Do these guys have shields? They do. That's not ideal. But I don't think I have any reason to conserve ammo, and nothing else is in range right now, so it is what it is. Now, we're going to try something a little bit different here. Seems like maybe if I do like this, I'll be able to get a better enfilading shot on him rather than straight into his shields. Let's go ahead and get an explosion going. I can't quite reach it. Let's go ahead and get melee attack beefed up for these guys. Go ahead and get him back over here. Yeah, see, they're going to be able to outflank me just because their front line is wider. But I don't really see it as a big problem. However, I do want to get my Quarrelers firing at his ranged units. I think maybe starting now. Thorek can probably... You know what? His line is not solid. So he really didn't have quite as wide of a line as I was thinking he would. Let's go ahead and fire on them, but let's go into guard mode. You can fire at them in a minute, but not quite yet. I'll go ahead and put you in guard mode, though. Okay, yeah, they're breaking left and right. Their units are not great. Okay, let's go ahead and get some runes going there. How you doing? Go ahead and get you in there. Where did his... What are his archers doing? They're doing nothing.
We are relentless. Iron breakers.
I wonder if the problem is just that infantry moves so slow that he wasn't able to really get his units into position. I'm going to go ahead and get my shields turned in the right direction at least.
Longbeards. Age, wealth, and skill.
Doing okay everywhere, pretty much.
Down. Reach far, reach fast. By the Lea's will. Quarrelers. Lord of vengeance.
Oh no, he just ran out of ammo. Damn. I thought that I had missed an important attack on my grudge throwers again. Okay, what are you doing? You're in the middle and you're not doing anything. Let's get you guys... in better position here. Let's go ahead and get some more runes going. Time for another one of these. Where's a good place for it? Let's do it here. Nah, let's do it here. Well, that was dumb. Didn't realize he was that far away. Well, that was dumb. Did more damage to myself there probably than their units ever did to me. But not the end of the world. Things are pretty much falling to pieces for the greenskins here. How are we doing on this flank? We got them pretty much ready to break. Go ahead and get these guys into their rear. He's about to break. He's already shattered. That's good. Let's get him firing at them. Let's get him firing at them. Let's get all of these guys on them. He's not doing anything. Why not? Thorek, might as well get him. Once more, I seriously doubt if we're going to be able to kill him. He is just a wizard.
Thorek Ironbrow. I Thunder's hammer.
try. Okay, let's go ahead and get this sped up. 31, 30, 29, 25. Maybe. Don't know why my grudge thrower ended up in that fight, but... let's get his speed slowed down, if I can even get there, which I probably can't. Oh, nice. I will definitely take that. Okay. Very nice. And he's in forced march, so that's going to destroy his entire army. I will see if I can force march my way back into my territory just to get the tiny little bit of replenishment that I might need. But actually, even more importantly, I should probably try to get as close to his city as possible. Although at this point, he's only going to have one turn to recruit before I can get in and start sieging him down. So I'm really not terribly worried that he's going to be able to stop me. That battle right there was the big battle for his existence, I believe. It's safe to say. The power of ambush stance. Even when it doesn't result in an ambush. Let's go ahead and take the money in the Oath Gold, because I think I'm going to end my turn in foreign territory. Gained a couple ranks, that's always good. Alright, let's get turned around.
Thorek, Ironbrow.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
We push onward.
Forget the replenishment. Get yourself close enough to be able to attack next turn.
Of the layer. The throng agrees. Move. Onward.
Okay, let's go ahead and get him into some full plate armor. Hard to hit. Since he's wandering around by himself, I'm far less worried about the red line right now. However, I am worried about it for Thorek. I keep calling him Thorgrim. Let's go ahead and get our non-existent army of quarrelers beefed up.
Glory for Karakazol.
And he's already moved. Everybody's at full movement, I believe. Yes, okay. Did I already do my... already did my building for the turn. Go ahead and do a couple more character runes. I can do actually a bunch of them. I think I'm going to go ahead and get the Frenzy plus melee attack. And while we're still in the 15s here, could get armor piercing weapon damage, but they probably already have fairly high AP, so I'm going to go ahead and take the ward save. I'll save 62 for when I next want to think about it. Don't think there's really any oh, that's right, I have a Thane now.
It is time.
I was wondering how I got a fourth Lord or Hero to give these runes to. And I think it makes a little bit more sense to give the runes to the Thane, since he will be engaged in melee more often. Of course, I have a tendency to get my runesmith in melee anyway, but probably suboptimal. I don't think there's any weapons or armor or anything else worth making at this point. Let's check diplomacy. I'm all the way down to 172, but that's okay. I could even make peace or do a non-aggression pact with them, but I don't want to. Just in case Labaris has not destroyed them, I might want to. I am certainly very concerned about Labaris attacking me as soon as they deal with the Silver Dawn. I think that's their name. Anyway, cross that bridge when we get to it. Hard to see how he's going to stop me from destroying him this turn. Or possibly next turn, depending on how ugly the battle looks. But I think I can win this battle even without sieging it down for a turn or two. Would be nice to have some siege weapons. I do have the Grudge Thrower, of course. Pyrrhic Victory. No, I'm not going to auto-resolve, but I was just curious. So I lose no units if I auto-resolve. I encountered Cetra.
Summon me if you dare. Aye, grudges will be settled.
Okay.
Cladbrakak will be tested.
Before I do that, go ahead and get. Let's go ahead and get our barracks going. Can I afford this? Probably not, but I'm going to try it anyway. No siege equipment. That's because I'm not going to take a turn to do that. Let's go ahead and get... Now, let's get some money. Let's get all the money that we can get. Can he reach? Yes, he can. Nice.
Strengthen the shield wall. Attack!
Okay, so... We're up to close victory now. Still won't lose any units, which would make sense. Yeah, I want to take a look at the terrain here. I do wish I had a siege tower or two. But I think I'll be able to burst down a gate. Get in there. Now his towers are going to do significant damage to me because it's all going to be very slow developing. And I don't mean just these towers along the wall, which they'll do a little bit, but I don't really see any good approach where he doesn't have 4 towers or so, at least, that he's going to be able to fire with. So let's just accept that we are going to experience losses.
War of vengeance. Thorek Ironbrow.
And let's get... He ought to be able to hit, I hope, without having to move. I'm going to try to get my quarrelers up on his walls somehow. Whether I end up climbing the walls, yeah, I'm probably going to have to climb the walls because I'm not going to be able to push through and take that gate in anything resembling expediency. Let's go ahead and get going. Let's go ahead and get going.
As you like.
Oh, I think I've also increased the health of the siege defenses. Yet one more thing that I've done.
Go!
Yep, okay. Let's go ahead and get... Even though
Dwarf warriors!
they're at half speed, climbing these walls, I'm still going to do it.
The clans unite! Let the vengeance begin! Aye, as you command!
Am I hitting? I am hitting. Okay, that's good. How much damage am I taking? Not too bad. Not too bad. Now, I'm a little bit worried that my grudge thrower is going to start doing damage to me. So we're going to start firing at the troops instead. I remember the old days of Warhammer 2 when I would just park my quarrelers outside the walls and just destroy his army from range. It's actually easier to take walled cities than it was to fight any other kind of battle, which is not how it ought to be. Taking a walled city ought to be an epic, brutal, highly destructive combat with lots of casualties, particularly when you don't take the time to siege it down and you just rush the walls like I'm doing right now. Let's see how slow, look at how slow these guys are. That is pretty slow. I like it. Okay, so he can get in there. He's not up yet. Where are their trolls at? I know they're in there somewhere. Go ahead and get him in. Okay, he's up. Any reason to not bring him off the walls? There's the trolls. If I were to do this, how are they going to go about getting up there? Presumably by climbing ladders. You know what? This was really dumb of me. I can go ahead and do this. Should have probably been able to do it more than once already. He does not have it, but he can probably do this. I do not want them shooting. Turn off fire at will. Not sure why you're just standing there, buddy. How are we doing on the gate here? Almost down. How are we doing on the grudge throwers? Okay, let's go ahead and get all of these guys into the middle here.
Yes! Thorek Ironbrow! Dwarf warriors!
Where did his trolls go? There they are. How are my corralers doing here? They're still awfully slow. It's okay. Let's get all of these guys on the inside buffed up. And quite frankly, let's get them fighting these trolls.
Yes.
What to do up here? Keep fighting. I don't think I'm going to get these guys up the walls before I would actually be able to get them in through the gate. Where's he at? He's coming. How's he doing? He's almost out of ammo. He has already taken out those archers, however, so that's a job well done. Let's see if I can get him on one or two shots in on those wolf riders. How we doing here? A little bit risky doing that with my own units so close by, but I think it was worth it.
The clans unite! Attack!
Let's get him up there. Not exactly sure how he's going to get up there, so this will be interesting. Looks like he's going to come in through the gate. Or is he going up the wall? No, he's going up the wall. Don't want him to do that.
Casting the runes! Oath and steel! The runes glow. Yes!
Oops, don't want them. I think at this point I might as well turn them off. Fire at will. How am I doing on the walls here? Doing okay. Let's get... Let's get these guys. Let's get him. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Let's get him in there if we can. At this point, I'm going to assume it's safe. However, he decides to go up. Does he have anything to shoot at? He should. But he's in combat. Why is he in melee?
Well guarded.
Because I turned off fire at will mode. Of course. How we doing here? Let's get... Okay, the trolls are broken. That's good.
Will of iron. Attack the edge.
Okay, now they're shooting. That's what I needed. Okay. Looks like most of this is about to break my way.
Satisfy the grudge. Attack!
Now I should probably keep him on them. Okay, what do we got? Do we have any good targets? Not really.
Allah's blessing on us. Thorek Ironbrow. Strike the runes.
Okay, let's get Thorek on him, along with... Yeah, let's get all my lords and heroes on him, I think. How are we doing here? About to break? Everybody about to break? How's he doing on leadership? He's at 36. $34. We got archers back there, so they're still not going to break even when he does. These guys, these orc boys are about to break. Broken. Yep, okay. Almost all done. At this point, he's wavering. He's down to 13. 19. Let's speed this up a little bit. There we go. Now he's in the negatives. Let's go ahead and get our quarrelers moving, hopefully. Lost a victory point. What are you talking about? I guess I lost that one. Let's get... Let's get everybody sped up a little bit. And let's get these guys blowed up a little bit. Never mind. Don't even need to. Okay, am I going to be able to kill his goblin leader? Let's get... Stay on him, guys. Stay on him. We ought to be able to get him. Can't really tell if he's losing. 984. Come on, guys. Sigh. This is... There we go. Finally taking some damage. This is the biggest issue that I have with Warhammer 3. I know there's all kinds of other problems, but the biggest issue I have is things just not attacking when it seems like they should be, whether it's firing from range or quite often in melee, or heaven forbid trying to get a flying unit to land and attack something that's trying to run away. Okay, so he's dead. Good enough. Big old siege battle. Took some time, but didn't really lose all that much in the way of troops. So the just babysitter mod is a good one in my experience to kind of keep up the attack orders. It obviously can cause problems if you don't micro pretty well, because things will switch attacking from one unit to another once the one that they're fighting routes. But it is good to not have to constantly babysit all of your units, just like the name on the tin. Okay, that is probably a good place to wrap up the second video. I'll just go ahead and do my occupy. Good time to get this now that I'm not fighting greenskins anymore, because I believe they have now been destroyed. Yes, they have. And I got my first artifact piece. That is a pretty decent accomplishment, considering all the hurdles that we threw in front of us for this particular campaign. So I think that's a good place to go ahead and call it for this one.